I think now I'll change the chain and see if this chain was already used. sure. I think that's where the money is at. Okay, so we're going to talk a little bit about what we were using, not everything, but most of it. So first things first, the chain, obviously. I don't know if you guys can read that. Hopefully you can. So it's a Stihl chain, a yellow chain, which means it's a chisel chain. It's 3/8 for a 20-inch bar, so 72 links, and it's 050. I don't know if you guys can see that or not, but hopefully you guys can see all that stuff on that box. So that's the chain I was using. That's what all my chains are. And obviously, mine were not sharp. None of them were new, and none of them were recently sharpened. But it was still worth a go. So the oil for bar oil, I know I'm going to get a lot of feedback about this, but I was using this Shell Rotella T6 right here. And it's new. It's not used. It's new. But that was what I was using for bar oil, and frankly, it works great. I know a lot of people have their opinions on how that is, and to each their own. But I was using it, I've been using it, and it works great. I use it because I have a lot of it, and it was relatively inexpensive. So if it works, I'm all right with using it. All right, onto the saw. So the saw is a MS311 Stihl with a 20-inch bar. This bar actually is this image is upside down, but I'll tell you what it is anyways. This is a Stihl Duromatic Bar. It's sprocketless on the end, and right here is got a carbide, I think it's carbide or titanium, I can't remember, tip on here instead of a spur or a sprocket or anything like that. And I like it. I like it. I mean, I don't know how much of a difference it makes, and it's kind of expensive, but what can I say? I love it. And then fuel. We're just using 89 octane with Stihl pre-measured little jugs. We just mixed up 5 gallons of it 50-1, so that's pretty standard stuff. So I think that's it for my stuff. The bar, the chain, the saw, the oil. I think we talked about everything. All right, let's get to what B has for his stuff that he was using. Okay, so let's see what B's got here. All right, B, so tell me about what you got here. Let's start with the saw.
It's an MS460, 20-inch bar, 3/8 steel chain, full skip.
Okay, so the full skip means that in between here, it's got space instead of another set of teeth in there, another set of cutters. Okay.
So otherwise, you can sharpen it a lot faster.
Right. All right. That's the important part. You can sharpen it a lot faster, half as many teeth. All right, tell me about what you were using for oil in there today, bar oil.
Just regular super tack, heavy duty bar and chain oil. You can get that at your nearest Walmart.
So that's actual bar and chain oil. Unlike what I was using, he was using the right stuff, as they say.
It's kind of thin, but it works.
As I would imagine, it's probably it has to be thin at the temperature we're cutting at. It's kind of cold.
When I said heavy duty, and I opened it and poured some out, and I was like, "This is heavy duty."
Yeah, it kind of makes you question. Maybe they should have just put bar and chain on there instead of heavy duty bar and chain. All right, and then you were using the same gas and oil as me, so I think those results were pretty much what I expected. Really, I didn't expect to beat you. I expected it to be close. We both got pretty nice setups, different setups, very different setups, but nonetheless pretty close. And it was about what I expected. I definitely want to see us do it with new chains, brand new, fresh chains on both, and just see what happens. because you also have a different kind of sprocket on yours. I've got a Spur sprocket, and you have a rim sprocket, right?
With an 8-tooth.
Right, and it's an 8-tooth rim sprocket.
Gives a little more speed.
Gets that chain speed a little bit higher. Now, it didn't seem to cut into your power output too much. I didn't think.
No, that's why I put the 8-tooth.
That 7 and 8 tooth. I haven't cut with it with a 7 tooth on it, but you have. And what's that?
I put the 8-tooth on it because it already had so much power.
Okay.
So I wanted to try the 8-tooth, and it still seems like it has a lot of power still. So I'm good with that, with the way it is.
Yeah, it didn't seem like it had a problem. I cut with it earlier. I don't know if I got that on film or not, but I cut with it earlier for a minute, and it seemed like it didn't have any problem running the chain through. I think I might be interested in trying to do the full skip instead of the half skip like what I have on there, because mine's just half skip, which means, I'll show you right here. You can see there's more teeth. There's not the space in between. Like I can only fit one finger in between here, and then on the full skip chain you can fit 2 fingers in between here. So I think I might be interested in trying that, but we definitely have to do it again. see if it's more even or if it's any different, because I feel like with the new chain on both of ours, because neither one of our chains are new. Yours you sharpened, and mine wasn't sharpened and wasn't new. So we were just running them as is. It wasn't like a, oh, shiny new toys kind of thing. It was more of a, hey, this is what we got. Let's try it out. So, but I think with a new chain and maybe a full skip on there, I'd be curious to see how that turns out. So we'll have to do that in another episode. Yeah. Featuring Mr. 272 XP, I think. Ain't that your YouTube? Yep. What's your YouTube?
It's Brian Meyer 272 XP.
That's the guy. Go check him out.
Trying to travel these states like a cowboy, babe. Trying to be the